Can you give a background of SQUAREOFF?
So we started off as a group, 4 members. We called SQUAREOFF. We got the name from this dude. His name is J.D. Walker.
Oh, and show them the little thing.
Oh, the SQUAREOFF sign? Yeah, that's the logo, the square. We got the name from him though. He gave us the name because it was 4 of us, and because we were like running wild, running around Harlem doing dumb shit. So he's like, yo, y'all should be called SQUAREOFF. And we was like, alright, it sounds cool. It's 4 of us, so we gonna stick with it. Then after a certain while, we were recording together as 4. Then one of the members in the group is our cousin. He got arrested. Long story short, he got arrested. He was arrested for like 2 years. So we was like, we can't wait for him to come out of jail, so we got to keep things moving with 3 of us. So we kept going with 3 of us. We did a mixtape called Everybody Eats. We dropped that like around, what's that, 08, 07, 06, we dropped that.
So you're rather new.
Not really new. We've been doing this for a minute, but like really in it, like for real, like us 2 is kind of new together, Like it was 3 of us with the mixtape. Then we dropped like 3 mixtapes together as 3 of us, as a group, as SQUAREOFF, 3 members. And then we did a mixtape with Corey Guns, called Youngest in Charge. A lot of people didn't really catch that. Like it went over people's heads a little bit. We did a whole ski trip that year with him and Tiana.
And then all that music was original music too. Like
all our own producers
shit.
Sat there. We all made it in the studio at one time. Like that shit was crazy. But after that mixtape, Youngest in Charge, we came out with Last of a Dying Breed. That mixtape, we was rapping over a lot of industry beats, because at that time that was like when Wayne was popping, like with that no ceiling shit, and a lot of people was appreciating that type of style of rap. So we was rapping on other people's beats just to let them know we got skills. Then after that, Money Mo Wet was after that. Yeah, that's when we made the disc. That's when we made the connection with 2 of us instead of 3 of us. We separated with the other member due to a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of shit groups go through, and then we thought that it was kind of like it was easier with just 2 of us, being that our father is who he is. You could Google him if you don't know. But we thought it was easier if people seen 2 of us instead of 3. So we dropped Money Mo Wet Memories last year around June. We made the newspaper for that shit. After that, we got a co-sign from T.I. We went down to Atlanta. We was with T.I. for a while. It's mad shit that went on, but I'm just giving you it brief. You feel me? But
I listened to Money Mo Wet Memories. It's fair to say that what you are doing is quintessential hip hop, like late 90s, early 2000s, with the muted horns and like the big string, backgrounds and stuff like that. Because you guys it's like straightforward. There's no fun puns and like weird references, like what I'm getting. Am I fair to say that with Money Mo and Memories?
Hell yeah. You're right. You hit it right on the nail. Boom.
On the nose?
Right on the nose. I meant to say that.
Alright. So as I was listening, like, I like the way you guys tackled that mixtape, because they're like ready to roll, out of control. They're straightforward. They have a message. It's hip hop. But then I also like, because y'all were clowning people, like, Turn It On Me made me laugh. Like, yeah, no, and just because you're talking about someone and like rap, like hip hop is not like that. Like it's either bitches, money, weed, like bath salts, some real off the cuff shit, and then
nobody's
telling stories. It's very rare that you hear a story. So like when I heard that, like that shit made me laugh. Like it's not. And then your dirty ass merm and shit like that shit made me laugh. Because you're talking about someone. Exactly.
Yo, you know what's crazy that you saying that? Because I really was talking about somebody when I said that shit, yo. And when niggas be, they give us square daps. You know what I'm saying? They see me with my niggas and thinking they got a privilege to give me a square dap. Like, that shit was real shit, man.
It was all going on in that
Standing
period
on
of
the
time.
block
We
with
made
your
that song, like everything we saying, all that shit was occurring. Like And it's crazy. It's crazy though that you see it and you appreciate that. You feel me?
Well, yeah, because it stands out when
it's real though.
Yeah.
It's not like we just thought of some bullshit. Like,
That's
it's
real talk though. Niggas don't really. It's not really no substance in niggas' lyrics and shit now.
Preface is out December 3rd. Correct.
December 12. We had December 3rd at 1st. We had November 19th at 1st.
Yeah, I saw that.
There was a lot of work that needed to be done into the project. Like a lot of people don't understand. Like
we hoping that should be ready by the 12th.
Yeah, because it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. It's a lot of like promotion. It's also like videos, different things we need to get handled within our camp.
People understand. They gotta build with us.
And then we were structuring our label too. Like we just started our own record label, SQUAREOFF Music. So we were structuring our label, getting everything right. So. That's why it's been pushed back. It's so we can get everything right. So when you see it and it's presented the correct way, like when we drop it. But when it drops though, you're gonna shake the streets up. You're gonna love it.
Can we say that this is conceptually stronger than your previous mixtape?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Is there less features, more features? Is the sound similar? Because I mean, Dom P.
Money More Wet. We didn't really have. It was just Guns, Tiana.
Yeah.
Khalil.
Yeah, people that's in
there. There's people that was down with the team. Smoke Dizza was on there. Yeah. We always reach out to people that's like accessible and that reach back. You know what I'm saying? Like that we got a relationship with. We rarely go to people and ask them to get on tracks or try to swindle niggas to get on songs and all that.
Pay.
Yeah, or pay. We don't do none of that.
No features.
It got to be a relationship, genuine relationship. We got to be in the studio together. Like we got to build some type of, you know what I'm saying, something before we just do music together. Cause that shit's it's different when you like you could kind of tell when somebody is not in the room and they did songs with somebody. Like you can tell when it's by email and shit like that. Like it's not natural.
So now that I didn't even know you were making your own label, so what is SQUAREOFF Music? Like what is this, not just as you guys but now as a label? What does that mean?
Like we got different artists. We got Khalil, we signed him to our label. We got this dude named Amsterdam. He a producer and a rapper. You know what I'm saying? We got him under us. We got this dude named Mike Davis. He sing like he got like a different type of sound. I wouldn't even say he sings, he raps. Like it's just gotta hear it. But we basically just everybody that we believed in and that they like believe in us, we just put it together. You know what I'm saying? It's like a family now. The preface, that you like when you hear the preface, you'll hear all of them on there. So we basically like just set it up for everybody to be heard and just to bring a new sound into the game, not only from us but from different artists too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So that you ain't just hearing the same thing all the time. When people be putting teams together, I think a lot of people, they don't really take the formula from like back in the days, like how Rough Riders and Murder Inc. and
y'all remind me of like Dipset and like when Rock Nation was like Rockefeller, and they did like the Dynasty. Like that is what it reminded me of, and I can appreciate that. That's
the time we worship. You know what I'm saying? So we be trying to bring that type of feeling back to the game. And
that's crazy that you say that. That's what we want. We appreciate everything that went into building who we are now. Because all that shit that we went through and made us who we are. Like, we learned a lot of shit. We've been in this for a while. And we not really new because we've been in it for a minute. We've been learning shit. We've been seeing a lot of people.
We knew a lot of people, though.
Yeah.
We getting like a lot of new fans and shit now.
And people now going back to Money More Wet, like seeing shit like, oh, let me check this out.
That's really all we do this shit for, because when we get on Twitter, we get on Instagram, we go different places. We got supporters everywhere. Recently is when like we've been traveling and meeting fans in different places and we ain't even know. Like we'll be at a gas station or something. We was at a gas station in DC the other day. Some dude ran up to me like, "Oh, Squid trips, I'm like, word, like this shit is crazy. I ain't really used to shit like that. So like we just do it for them type of people. That's the supporters and shit. Of course, we want New York. Cause if you make it in New York, you could really make it anywhere, really. Cause New York is a home of the haters. Nobody want to support each other. Yeah. Nobody want to help you. It's like every man for themselves. So you gotta break them barriers down. Like you fuck with different artists from New York through music. That's why we recently hooked up with Rocky too. Cause it's like everybody probably would expect us not to fuck with Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Because we from the same place. We grew up with them niggas. We know them niggas and shit. So a lot of people wouldn't even expect that shit. But we just like, yo, this should have looked better, feel me, for like New York.
So, you know, Preface is dropping. You got the label. You have your clothing line. Is there anything else that people should be on the lookout when it comes to you guys and your team?
Some more music. We gonna be dropped. We ain't letting up this time. You know what I'm saying? Usually we ain't really as consistent as we usually are. We drop like one mixtape a year or something.
Yeah, that's because we be on the exclusive shit.
We go like this year.
Like
Exclusive?
Exclusivity. Exclusivity is good sometimes. You don't want to be seen too much and people get too used to you, feel me? And you get boring and you fuck your whole shit up, feel me? That Money Mo Wet Memories was like an album.
Hell yeah.
That's why that was like, that was
a lot
good.
into that shit.
That shit was like an album. It was an album really to us. It was all original material.
It sounded like it.
Yeah, it was dope.
And we did the same shit for this, for the Preface. We put in some work for this shit.
This shit is put together so different though, but it sounds crazy.
Is it like trippy or is it kind of more true to form?
It's the shit you've been hearing, but it's next level though, you feel me? But and then still like we on different beats, like with the beat we kinda like on the same kind of sound.
You know what it's like though? That shit is a story too in its own way. Like from the beginning, from the first song to the end, that whole shit is just like a story. You know what I'm saying? Every song complement each other, the moods change from the beginning to the end.
Get different moods.
Yeah, that shit is dope. Word.
The whole vibe of it is fire. And right now is the perfect time to hear it, though. You feel me? Like right now. That's why we.
Well, you gotta drop it this month.
Yeah. But if it don't drop, then you know why it didn't drop.
It's dropping.
I think y'all need.
You know why? But nah, we know it's gonna. It's dropping, man. 12/12/12, man. The Preface.
It's gonna sound silly if that should drop 12/13/12. So it better drop 12/12.
Yeah, 12/12/12 is an epic date. Like that date. It's once in a lifetime. This is once in a lifetime you'll ever hear some type of shit like this.
We gotta drop this shit for the world and
once in a lifetime. Yeah.
I didn't want to say it, but I was so thinking that. Y'all got 10 days to like relish in this
movie.
At least niggas get here for the world and
play that while you going out. while the shit ending, play that shit. SQUAREOFF.music.com. Shout out to y'all like this thing.
Thank you.
I'm unlocking the doors. I found the key of life. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. How you seen your wife? Learned how to get it way before I learned to read and write. I dropped 60 on this Jesus piece, Jesus Christ. Cause Jesus might let me into heaven. So fuck a reverend. I wash away my sins when I